Ladies, you ready?
Yes.
You're live? We're not going to go live on Insta right now.
No.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Wake Up. We're out here in Chicago. Let's give it up for Chicago. Okay. Give it up one more time. Let's I know it just sounds weird, but we are number one in Chicago with the dating scene, so you guys know.
Okay.
We are number one, and we are going to sooner or later start raffling off dates to restaurants where we live stream the date at a nice restaurant. Okay?
Nice. That's
So I know some women would like to go, some women probably wouldn't, but we'll see kind of how it goes. Today's topic we're going to be speaking about is the craziest thing you've done sexually with a man or the craziest thing you've done to a man. I'll give my point of view first. I've had a bitch jump on my truck while I was leaving, and like she wasn't gonna go anywhere. I was driving, and she wasn't getting off the truck.
Like what do you mean?
Like I was driving in my truck,
on the
and she
hood?
jumped on the hood. Yeah, to make sure I was
hood?
not going anywhere. Yeah.
So where
What
were you
time?
trying to go?
What time was this?
We were arguing. The thing was getting a little more violent, and she get in more detail.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were arguing, and I told her I'm out, and I had already just came back from work, and it was 2 weeks I wasn't even in the state, and then she was just too much for me to deal with. I still had to go to work as it was the next day, so I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep and show up to work back in downtown Chicago, and she said, no, you're not going anywhere. You're gonna spend time with me, and I'm like, no, I gotta go. I really have stuff to do. Which business sometimes has to come first when you have financial obligations you have to cover, because nobody pays the bills for you. And I do feel bad for this generation of women because a lot of women now are paying the bills, and it is sad. I do think some men do that on purpose. They hold you guys accountable, which is sad at the end of the day, but that's the way life is kind of going. You're responsible for your own bills as a female. So the traditional marriage is getting cut, and it is sad, but that's the craziest thing a woman has kind of done to me. I'm not really going to go into too sexually, but we don't really need to give names or anything, but why don't we start over here on this side? What's the craziest thing you've done to a man sexually, or what's the craziest thing you've just done for a man?
All right. The only reason I'm going to say this is because I've already admitted it on a different show, but I'd say not even like craziest, but weirdest. And this was at request and something I did not want to do. I was trying to call a bluff. I didn't think he was being serious, but I peed on him.
You peed on him?
I peed on him.
Go in the shower.
Tough.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, you're kidding. Like, you don't actually.
Say it was weird.
I was like, you don't actually want me to do that. And he was like, no, I'm for real. And I was like, all right, you're just trying to be funny, like whatever. And
What ethnicity was that male?
White.
White?
Of course.
Okay.
It was a cracker.
I'm just wondering.
Thank you.
I've heard a lot of different ethnicities like that shit, which is weird, but All right, what about you?
I don't do a lot of crazy shit.
Nothing?
Like, sexually, no, I don't do a lot of crazy shit. Like, and then I'm not even trying to be boring right now. Like,
Okay.
I'm just.
Like, so a man has never like. What's
So
a, like if?
nipples? I think that's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you
And
say?
I was kind of confused. We were, in the middle of something, and he was like, "You want to suck on my nipples?" And I literally asked him. I was just like, "Huh?" Like that literally was my thing. I was like, "What do you mean suck on your nipples?" I guess it aroused him. Like he liked that shit, and he don't lactate. He don't produce no milk.
Okay.
He just wanted me
God.
to suck on his nipples, and I get it from a female's point of view because we have like a pair, a set of twins usually. But like this man, he wasn't like a bigger man. He didn't have like he was like buff, but he didn't have titties. He
Yeah.
was, like, he had a chest.
All right.
He was like, "You want to suck on my nipples?" And I was just like, I hesitated, and I didn't at first, and then I did.
Okay. All right.
Wait, question for real. Like, as a man's perspective, do you
like the
guys enjoy that?
I mean, I'm not gonna give my point of view on this. I don't.
He liked
That's a
it.
yes.
I don't believe.
Wait.
That's not a yes. There we go. Yeah. It's an automatic yes when I say I don't want to give my point of view on it. I really am not into that. I'm really not into that because I'm older. Like maybe when I was younger,
He's
like
older. How old are you?
I'm 37. So I've gotten to a point I'm not really into the freaky shit as much anymore because I've been through so many different women that it's like boring at this point, you know?
Okay.
So I more likely have to feel something now to get myself involved sexually as opposed to automatically starting the freaky shit, you know?
Okay.
But that's kind of what, if you date a 23-year-old man or 24, 25, those guys are probably fucking like doing the nasty shit. They're down to do it. They got all the energy in the world. I really don't have the energy anymore.
Wait, pause. So as a man, like
Yeah.
you think that's okay, like a guy to experience like that?
Have you dated a 40-year-old man or 50-year-old man or anybody older than 25? Yourself.
They want to be hanging from the walls. You feel me?
The 40-year-olds?
Yeah, no. You feel me? Like they want to be hanging from the walls. And
The younger guys, yeah.
No. The older guys get to me like the older guys get freakier, but like the younger guys like the nipple licking and shit like that. Like, is that something that I don't understand that because I'm a girl. Like for me, I have sensation. There.
Okay.
I don't know if guys have the same thing because.
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
It-
That's
I've done everything at this point in
Okay,
time. But
okay.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
in general, like I said, I'm older. It doesn't really like I know what I like and I know what I don't like, right? When you've been,
Hold on.
you've kind of been through enough women, you know what you like and what you don't, correct?
Okay.
Correct. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
you can only eat some type of food until you're like, I don't like this food, right?
Like
So
eating ass?
I don't do that. Do you?
I don't eat no ass.
No.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not Sukiana. I'm not eating no ass.
Never.
Never.
I love Suki, but I don't like
No.
eating.
Okay. Why don't we start? Why don't we go over here, ladies? That can.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Why don't we go to her?
Okay, what's the question?
The freakiest thing you've done for a man, or like craziest thing you've done to keep a man?
I mean, to me, just like have sex at the widest place.
Like where? In the bathroom or somewhere? Like at a concert?
Elevator, airplane.
In an airplane?
Yeah,
Oh, I wish.
I have. One time.
Okay. That's it?
Huh?
That's-
No, okay, no, but like anywhere, like for me, like just having sex, like in a freaky ass spot.
Yeah.
I like
That
that.
entices you?
Yes, I like that. Yeah.
Bathrooms are kind of dirty, you know that, right?
Yeah, I do, but
Can you walk us through a scenario? You put the toilet paper down first and sit on it? Like, I'm just wondering, how do you do it?
Stand up.
Stand up?
From the back. From the back.
You look like you got experience from the back. Okay.
Look.
Okay, why don't we go over here? Give us,
What's up, y'all? My name's
Yeah,
Sunny.
okay.
I feel like the craziest thing that I've had, like sexual experience wise, I was grabbing guy's ass, and he didn't stop me, so he liked it.
So, like, while you're sucking, or?
No, like
Because, I mean, like,
we were, in the midst of, missionary.
oh,
And then
missionary.
it was like on accident. And it's like I kind of put my hand there, but then it was like the motion got better. So then I kind of grabbed it, and then it just like he never moved my hand. So to me that was just crazy because you like getting your ass grabbed. That means you might like other things too.
Yeah, right?
Am I tweaking?
Okay, so you're saying they might be gay then?
No, is that what you're saying?
He's gay.
Is that what? No. Please,
No man
like, let me
can
know.
get his ass
Let me know.
grabbed.
I need to know that.
Okay.
It was crazy just because he didn't move my hand. And
Okay.
I just, like,
What about you over here?
I'm being a little boring, but I don't feel like I do anything crazy unless like
I mean, you got tattoos, you got piercings a little
mean,
bit. I mean,
no,
you look
don't
kind of
get me
fucking
wrong.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I do like.
Okay,
crazy,
you look
I
like
do
there's some
crazy,
kind of crazy in you.
But I feel like when you really like someone, nothing's crazy. Like it's like all about experimenting. It's like
No, because there's
No,
still
no,
logic that
okay,
comes into
alright,
perspective,
fine.
you know?
all right.
There's still logic that comes in
like my mind
perspective.
goes blank, but the first thing I could think of, I had sex in a Mexican restaurant bathroom, and that was a little crazy to me because I was waiting for my tacos and.
Girl, fucking.
I mean, that's kind of crazy, but I mean, everything else, like, if I really like someone, I'm gonna do, except for eating ass. I'm not eating no man's ass.
Okay.
Fat
For
Rosie's.
sure. No.
She said,
No, it was not Fat Rosie's. I used to work there, but no, not there.
oh, the restaurant you worked at, you did it?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
No, not there.
I mean,
but-
no disrespect. What about you? You feel like you've interrupted a lot of these women, so you have an opinion, a strong
I do
opinion.
Have an opinion.
What's the craziest thing you've done?
I mean, I'll eat ass. Yeah, I'll eat ass.
Okay.
I'll eat everything. I eat.
We're gonna
my
give it up for her.
man.
Is that what it is? She's being honest on the show.
I eat my man.
Okay.
I'm an eater, girl.
Like, she
I'm
listens
sorry.
to her Suki song.
Okay. So you've just met a man, and that's like, hey, bend over. That's how you do it, or
No, honestly, he pushed me there.
He pushed you there?
That happened to me, but I was not letting it. I was
No,
fighting
like
for my life.
no, he's clean. So I was like, oh, if you're
How you
into
know
it,
that?
because I could smell it, I could taste it.
Okay. Smell it and taste it.
Yeah.
The smell taste test. You do that, right?
Don't you wash your ass?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
but-
So,
But, like, were you with that man a long time?
It has to be your man.
That you were
It has to
with
be
you were with
your
that man
or
for a
it's
long
not.
time or what?
huh?
You with him for a long time or you just
That's your man or it's random or like you.
It's not random. It's
It
not
looked random. You look like you're random in.
No. It's
You're
not
random eating ass, random
No,
eating.
it's not random. It's not random. There's only one guy. There's only one, and he knows.
Okay, just one.
Is he still around? Is he still
Yeah,
around?
you know where you at. You know where you at.
Is he still around?
Hey, if he sees this, I'm sorry. Okay, but I
You
had
like
to.
man? Where's the camera?
Okay. What
I had
about
to.
what about
I'm
over
sorry.
what about over here? Are you pointing to my video guy?
I don't know which one.
Are you
it is.
pointing to my video guy?
Pointing
Are you
to-
pointing to my video guy?
No, I'm pointing at the. If he watches this, I'm letting you know.
Oh,
that
you look
know
like
who
you're pointing at my
are.
video guy.
You know who you are. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, what about over here?
I like the question, what did you do to keep a guy? Because I'm like clinically insane. Like,
Oh.
Okay.
I
I respect that you're giving a real answer.
I wish I wasn't, and I try not to be sometimes. And, it's not something to brag about, but I've done a lot of crazy shit, like broken the houses. Just this weekend, I broke somebody's Ring doorbell camera. I want to see their point of view from that camera for real.
Girl.
Hey, if
He
you
So-
wasn't answering.
So let me ask you, women, if we go back over here, women that like all of a sudden, like if a man is trying to leave or get in that perspective, you've done the freakiest thing, and all of a sudden, like he's like, I want another girl in or something like that. Is that something you start dealing with too, or no?
It just makes you question your own self and your own worth. Like, damn, I'm not good enough because you want more.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's not that. So it depends on the woman and their point of view and perspective on themselves. Like,
And that's when you know, like, hey, look, this guy's better off. You're better off leaving him.
I
Look,
like
to me,
that.
I'm nonchalant. I don't
Okay.
give a fuck. To me, I'm nonchalant. You want to leave me? You want to do this? Go ahead.
I mean, you could like, okay, look, you're saying I
my
get.
feelings.
Yeah,
whatever.
I get you're saying is nonchalant, but if a man's asking for another woman to join into the party, because a lot of men now are saying no.
He's already
Never, no,
cheating.
never,
If he's asking
never.
for another woman to
If
join
I
him,
like
he's
this
already-
man,
Okay, one at a time.
if I like this man, he gonna tell me to do this with alone.
Okay. Well, what about you? Said he wait, go up with her. You're saying he's already cheating.
He's already cheating. If he's asking for another woman to join the party, he's already cheating. If your woman
It's
finds you
over.
another woman and she hey, I think you would really like her, like I fuck with her, and she brings the woman to the bedroom, then like you feel me, like that's your woman making the initiative. Like you should let your woman do that. As a man, you should mind your manly business. Let your woman do it. If she want to do that, then that's on her. Like I personally don't fuck with that many bitches, so I'm not gonna bring nobody. You feel me? It's,
Yeah, I think you'll lose your man. A lot of times, the man goes to the other woman. A lot of
Go
times.
home after.
Yeah.
She's not
Go
getting-
over here.
So.
I was gonna say I personally feel like it's all about how it's approached. Like, if I'm dating someone and they sit me down and they're like, "Listen, like it's just always been like a fantasy of mine. Like I want to like be with two women. Like whatever you need to do for you to be comfortable. Like one, are you comfortable with it? And two, like whatever needs to happen for you to be like." Because sometimes some girls like prefer that it's like a friend or like someone they know, like you know what I mean. And someone's like, "Oh, it's random." Like it's how it's like gone about. But if he's just like, "Oh my God, she's so hot. Like, let's both fuck her tonight." Like, hell no. Like,
Yeah, and that's an
FYI,
aggressive
ladies.
approach. A lot of relationships are doing that now. They're going after women together. It's weird, but it's a poly thing kind of going on now.
How
right?
is it
I'm in
weird?
that.
You're in a poly. You're in a poly relationship.
Kind of in that. Like, where,
Okay, ladies, one at a time. So you're in a poly relationship now
Yeah, like kind of in that because
with two women or two men?
No, like maybe two women because like he would introduce me to other women. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
That's your man, or
no. It's just like arrangement that we had. You feel me? Like that we used to have. But I understand. Like I understand.
The guy you eat
But
his
no,
ass. The guy you eat.
It's just because I want a bitch to eat me out. I want a bitch to eat me
She
out,
do
and
everything with him, so,
yeah, like
I mean,
Okay.
he's just someone that I'm comfortable with, and that I would do anything, like. It's because like he completes.
And do you understand you're throwing you under like I don't want to be rude to you. I understand you're experimental. You're what 24, 25,
Yeah.
24.
24.
Okay, so you're starting to throw yourself in that sex only category for men. Like and I'm being honest. I know you don't see that, but you're devaluating yourself as a woman. Okay, over there, relax. You don't gotta keep moving your head. I'm telling you right now, you are devaluating yourself as a female. you are devaluating yourself as a female. Because at the end of the day, if you keep saying yes, 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 to all that nasty shit, and he can add this, add that, you are adding feelings to that male. Okay, you do have some kind of feelings for him. If it's a strong friendship and a platonic relationship that's benefiting both of you sexually, you still are a female. You're more emotional than a man after a certain point. Okay, and when you give up your body, you are giving up your body to that man. So you give up your body to that woman. All right, so you do start devaluating yourself as a female.
So you care about every girl you've been with?
No,
Okay,
I
so-
don't.
right,
I'm
same-
saying, but I'll
same
throw them in a
thing for me.
sex-only category too.
No, same thing.
That's all it
Same
is.
fucking thing. I don't really care, you know, like I don't really care.
I'm
about
just
it like
saying,
that.
but those girls that are in the sex-only category for me, or for any of my male friends that are like, oh, I get with her, like, they are devaluated, right? Because then I don't want a relationship with them, correct? So they are devaluated. Maybe I'll go out to eat with them as friends or whatever, but I don't care what the hell happens to them. They can go out, get fucked, do whatever. I don't care.
But
No,
But as a woman, you
exactly.
should, I'm just saying, as a woman, you should hold yourself accountable and value yourself higher. Because when men do start putting you in that perspective of sex only, oh, that bitch is down no matter what. She's down no matter what. You devaluate yourself, and what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know exactly what you're doing, but what you're doing to yourself is those guys are talking, and then they're talking to other guys, and he will literally spite your name.
But
Without you knowing.
What if I like that girl though?
You can like the girl, then be a lesbian, you know?
But
Call it what it
you
is.
don't have to be just lesbian. You feel me? Like I like girls and boys.
I get it, but all I'm trying to tell you is, like, are you trying to be a wife sooner or later or no? Like, what?
No.
No? Okay, so your goal is to just play it forever?
No,
Because
it's
when
because, like,
33, 34 hits the fan, I promise you, it's something you're not going to look forward to.
We live in a society right now where like I feel like guys are just playing girls. I don't want to be in a relationship right now. I don't want to be because
I know, and there's so many young girls that are saying, I don't want to be, but these are your golden years where you should get into a relationship, 24, 20. That's where your market value. You don't want to be that bitch 34, 35 in the club and looking at all these young 23, 24-year-old girls, because you can't compete. No matter the Botox shots, the ass you get, no matter the titties, you can't compete with those younger women. You're not competing. It's not a competition. You're sitting there doing all this fucking work to your body when realistically you should have been looking for a man in your 20s.
But why does
It's
somebody's
for foundation.
life have to
It is for foundation.
No, but why does life have to be like that?
I agree to a point.
Like when I think about life, I think about like living your best life as in the one that God provided me. You feel me? Like I don't think about all that because the fact that we live in a society today where guys are just treating bitches like bitches. You feel me? So it's just like
You could find a man around your age that'll treat you like gold, okay? I promise you could. But what I'm saying is you're devaluating yourself by saying yes to all those
No.
sexual fantasies. Because let me just explain to you, I've interviewed over 400 or 500 girls, all right? It's going to get harder and harder for you to find like a real man or a real woman that you want to settle down with because everybody's going to be like, oh, she's just for fun. She's just for fun. And you're throwing yourself in that category. That's all I'm telling you. I'm not degrading you in any kind of way. I'm telling you want to have fun. 33, 34 comes around and there's another you popping it. All
But
right?
don't you think that everybody has self-respect to like, so if a girl has self-respect, you know where to take it. Like, oh, she has self-respect, I'm gonna take care of her. You feel
Yes,
me?
I'm telling you how to date. I'm just trying to tell you guys how you
Yeah.
should date, as opposed to like keep having fun until you're 30 something, and then you're like, you're like, damn, where did time go? Cause time, your beauty
you're
fades
saying
after a
free from
certain
the
point.
wrong?
But go ahead, you got something to say?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to like flip the coin. Like I've been in actually like very recently. Like I'm still, the situation's not wrapped up 100%.
Okay.
But like
The dating relationship?
no, not that. Like I had like someone like recently who I had like been involved with whatever, and like, I had like, like even if you're like having like it's just a sexual relationship, but like you're still friends with them. You know what I mean? Like recently, where someone is not able to separate like a sexual relationship and a friendship one. Like once I cut off like the sexual aspect, then they were like, oh well, then like don't speak to me like this and that, and it's like. Well,
Yeah, and that's just you. That's you as a female. You're younger, so you don't want to cut them off because you're emotionally attached. So you're fine. You're fine giving up.
Opposite. No.
So he's trying to have sex with you.
Yes.
Okay, and you're saying yes, right?
No, I'm no.
Okay, so you've cut it off with that, but you still want to communicate with him.
it's something we run, like, I have to see, it's someone who I have to see often, and it's like, you know what, like, dude, I'd rather be, like, amicable with you, and also, like, we had a relationship, like, a friendship before, and, like,
Somebody at work or somebody like
Someone
where?
you trust.
it's just someone that I have to.
Well, I mean, because you could look, you got to separate yourselves from that. Women have a problem with that. They don't leave those kind of relationships, and then they look for a man to get serious with, and then they can't get serious with that man and give a real opportunity to a real man that's treating them good because they're still hanging on to that little bullshit that's going on. Okay, and that's a lot of.
Why you think that is?
Because females like to persist that they have options, they have friends that are guys. They like to have a male's perspective on things, so they can put that.
Why
Listen,
do guys pursue that then?
guys will pursue that because you're thrown in a sex only category. But I promise you, a male will cut you off when he finds that female he wants to be with.
I'm curious.
Okay, go ahead.
You, from your perspective, do you think a man can be thrown in from a woman's perspective in a sex only category? Because I know some men out there who, you feel me, they got that on them, and they, in my eyes.
Let me ask you let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
He gets you pregnant. Where are we in now?
It's Plan B.
Splitting the bill.
He gets you pregnant. I'm saying he gets you pregnant. Was the dick worth it? He gets you pregnant. Was it worth it?
No.
Okay, so it can't. It's men and women are different. It can't end up in that category. No.
Yes, it
Because-
absolutely can.
But where's he?
Absolutely.
You're pregnant. He gets you pregnant. The guy that bombed dick, you're saying, right? He's got good dick. He's in the sex only category for you, right? He gets you pregnant.
And
Now you're just stuck with a baby.
Now you're stuck with a fucking baby.
Abort.
I'm just saying you're already pregnant. You're already pregnant. Ladies,
Abort it.
stop. You're already pregnant.
Okay.
You can't just get out of that situation.
Yes, you can.
yeah,
It's
in this state, but that's the thing. We're fortunate enough.
You're talking about having an abortion. I'm talking about your
If that's the option.
Listen,
If
I'm
someone
talking
wants
about
to
that
be-
you're pregnant already. You're 3 months in, you can't get an abortion.
You can have it up
You
to
got with a
25
guy that you don't give a fuck about.
25 weeks.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Wait, hold on.
That's the
It's not, listen, it's not to live a vicious
That's it.
life like that. You're gonna live a life of fucking a guy you don't like. It's uncommon for a female.
Yeah.
Just think about what you gotta live with.
What do you
Okay, but
mean?
what if you're that
Live with
guy?
what?
What if you're that guy that has the bomb dick and then you get a bitch
Enjoy
pregnant?
it.
How do you guys feel?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that? Like, you guys,
What do you
it
want
don't
them to
matter
do?
you
It's
guys
equally
or what?
No, I mean a man has to step up and have to take care of that woman, or he's gonna pay child support. But that's why they put those laws in.
You always
into
gonna say
detail.
yes. You always gonna say if a bitch is pregnant all the time. You always gonna say yes.
Okay, listen, I got a story for you guys, right?
Okay.
I was in college. I
Uh-huh.
was talking to my buddy. He was actually a football player. There was this big ass bitch. She was like 250, right? At least 5'1", 250, and everybody was talking shit. Everybody put their money together like, oh, $10, $10, and this guy's broke, right? He's fucked up. He played football. He didn't have a lot of money, right? So we're like, I bet you won't take that big bitch home. Everybody said it. He takes the big bitch home, okay? We would assume he'd wear a condom like a real
Oh.
man
This is a
should,
real
right?
life
This is a real life.
situation.
This is actually a real life situation. He takes her home. You know, she's disgusting. She's overweight. She's fucking hideous. She slurs her words. It was the most nastiest looking thing. But everybody was like, "Hey, can you take that thing down?" It looked like.
Why are you calling it? It's a woman.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Women, listen. I'm just
sounds
okay.
dirty.
Can I talk or no? Can I talk? I'm just telling you. She ended up getting pregnant.
Okay.
He couldn't control his anger. Everybody laughed at him, and she kept the baby. She's still obese. She got bigger now. She's still obese. And I don't even know why I'm telling this story, but I am. She got bigger as it was, and he still now pays child support, has to communicate with her, and it's the biggest regret in his life. And now he doesn't, he has a woman he's with, but it's limited him from actually meeting a really good woman because he feels like I wasted my fucking time, and now I have to tell like these women that I do generally I'm interested in, I don't compete with other men to get those kind of women because I have a kid. And I can't get the better looking women or the genuine women because my kid is a restriction off my lifestyle. And she's going to restrict, and every man does get restricted when he does have a baby mama. I mean, that's just normal.
I would.
So
I would
don't
just like
think
to
that
say,
was
like, you were trying to say, like, oh, what if we get pregnant, like, to us? But the
Yeah.
example you just gave, like,
Yeah,
you put it
Let's
as
put it
though
in perspective.
the man got fucked over. The woman, like, was whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
She
Like, that was
wanted
her
to keep it.
decision.
What I'm saying is,
decision.
but now I'm taking it. Now I'm taking it. You're 21 years old. Your
It's her
perspective.
baby.
Your perspective. You have a baby, and you cut off now the good-looking men and the men of value
fucked
that you
her.
could have got because
That's
you
the
wasted a lot of your youth getting some
That's
dick you don't even care about,
fucked
right?
her.
You got some dick from men you don't even give a fuck about,
No,
correct?
That's his problem because.
But yeah,
why
they're the
was
one
he
that
even-
fucked her.
Why was it a debate?
broke.
Like, I bet you can fuck this ugly bitch.
Yeah,
Why would he even put
he
himself in
fucked
that
her.
Guys, men will bet other men on women. I don't know if you guys know that.
Men
Men
have
take
an
bets a
ego.
lot,
It's
okay?
not like
That's why-
Ladies, one at a time.
And that's why he's cursed, and that's why he has to tell all these other bitches,
Now he gotta
oh, I
have a
got
baby.
this baby mama, because that's his fault. Why did he go
Okay.
fuck this bitch? he
Okay,
didn't want?
but what I'm trying to tell you
something?
is you ruin yourself for
No.
high valued men too.
Can I say
Right,
something?
but
Look,
exactly, it's both ways.
He wanted to fuck
What is
her.
a high value
He's
man?
the one that
You
cut the
please
baby.
break that
Like,
down.
How did
that's
he
up to
even- how did he get
him.
hurt?
Look, that's up to him.
Ladies,
He got her
ladies, one at a
pregnant.
time.
He got her pregnant, and that's what happened. And now she wanted to keep the baby, so she's doing that. But he's the one that fucked her. He's the one that gave her that baby. So guess what? If she want to keep that baby, she can keep that baby because he fucked her. He's the one that did that shit to her. Ain't no fucking reason other like that's the reason why she pregnant.
all I'm trying to
Because of
say,
him.
all I'm trying to say is like,
Look,
look,
even if he didn't want to have that fucking baby, he
Okay.
still fucked her. He's
okay,
still
yes,
the one that gave
I'm
that
agreeing
baby.
with you. I mean, you made
So,
your point.
at the end of
You
the
made
day,
your point. If we
she-
go back, I want to
yeah.
go back to her over here.
Yeah.
You said you knew like NBA players, NFL players, all this stuff, right? You did. That messaged you or whatever, right? Those would be considered men that are valuable, correct? They're probably millionaires. Listen, they're at a certain point, correct? Guys that make good money and that could financially support you and care for you, right? Now, if you had a baby, a lot of those guys are going to say, no, thank you.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. So why take on some dick, like, to help her out, that could literally just get you pregnant, which is, it's way worse, because then you eliminate a lot of men that you could potentially be with. That's all I'm saying.
About high value man, keep that baby.
There you go. All right, guys, we appreciate you guys being on today's episode of Wake Up. Thank you so much.